I'm going to put you on this whiteboard and you are going to experience your power. Here you are. What a beauty. And this is your day, your work day. It could be an hour, actually. It could be a day. Could be a lifetime. Any period of time. And now, don't you have a to-do list? Endless to-do. How do you go about doing your to-do list? Well, tell me if this is you. Let's begin with this one. It seems like the easy, or then this is pressured, and then we go to this one, and we do this one, then we'll come down to here, and we'll do that one, and we'll finish our day here. So, we did a day's work. How do you feel at the finish? And then when you complete the whole day, how do you feel when you exit? So there are three experiences here. The first is right here, when you begin. The second is right here, when you finish the action. And the third is right here. When you've left it, you exit, and you're going to go on. After this, there will be another thing, another day, or another hour. And in each one of these, you have an experience. What's your experience when you begin your day like this and go through your to-do list? Here's an alternative. And I'm sure you've heard it before. Begin with the end in mind. And how does that change anything? Well, your first experience is that you have a clear picture of an outcome that you really want. So you take this outcome, and the day, yes, the day is finished, is filled with your to-do list. And you have your very clear outcome, and you begin with that experience. You stop and you say, what outcome do I want? And then, as you look at your to-do list, it becomes very clear how you're going to proceed in your day, and then how you're going to finish. And would you agree with me? When you finish this way, you have the experience of finishing strong. And when you finish strong, which is the second experience, then you also exit strong. So if you begin strong, and then you finish strong, and then you exit strong, you're strong. So why do I focus on exit strong? Because the more you focus on the end, begin with the end in mind, right? The more you focus on the end and have that guide you, even reverse engineer, the more you will get the outcome you want, right? So there was an architect, just to give you clarity about what this exit strong means. There was an architect named Frank Lloyd Wright, who was in 1991 chosen to be awarded the title of the greatest American architect ever. And when he was advanced in years, someone came up to him and said, you know, looking back at your long career, what building, what design is your favorite? And he smiled and said, the next one. And that's the point here. When you actually begin with the end in mind and you have a clear idea of where you're going and the actions you take are all directed towards that, and you actually finish strong because your actions are directed toward that end, then when you finished and you exit, you have the confidence that the next one is going to be even better than the one you just finished. Instead of thinking, boy, you know, that might have been the greatest thing I'll ever do. I'll never do another one like that. And you know people like that, all sorts of actors, rock bands, and so on. They come to a peak, and then afterwards we say, gee, that was the period that they were really at their peak. But since then, it's just been weaker and weaker. No, what happens if you are constantly getting stronger by virtue of beginning with the end in mind and directing your all of your focus on the outcome you really want? And then you can look forward to the next one. I'm Nitzan Gable. Exit strong. If you like this, click on the subscribe button. And if you're a business owner, my number is below. Call me. Let's talk.